Barbecue in Austin, Texas, kind of a big deal. There are no shortage of great places, but these three barbecue spots represent not just top-tier barbecue, but some flat-out mouth-watering creativity. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Welcome, Ernest Servantes, Burnt Bean Company, fresh off taking the #1 spot in Texas Monthly's Top 50 barbecue list, which comes out every 4 years, so get used to Ernest being on top. Seriously, Ernest, congratulations. How are you, man? I imagine you're pretty busy right now.
I'm good, blessed. Yeah, I've been here since 2:30 this morning and getting ready for tomorrow. Let the chaos begin tomorrow.
If that doesn't give you a good reason why you should go down to Seguin, Texas, the man's been there since 2:30 in the morning. Answer me this, Ernest. It's my first time at Burnt Bean. What are 3 must-have dishes?
I always tell people, if you've never been here, get the Trinity.
Right.
You got to try at the end of the day, you're there for barbecue, and don't get all the crazy stuff until you've been here more than once. As I say, I always say, judge a barbecue joint by their brisket, their ribs, and then your choice of sausage. And we have 3 different choices. Just come on over, and you got to get the brisket, you got to get the ribs, and you got to get the sausage.
All right, so I'm talking to a guy who literally got an award for making the best barbecue. Really, I mean, let's be honest here. You make Texas Monthly #1. You know how to make brisket. What is it about your brisket that makes it such a standout? What makes it the best brisket in Texas?
I tell people that we make a very simple brisket. It's non-offending, but it's executed right. And I think that's where a lot of places overthink it, I guess. It's one of those that, it's brisket, take care of it, let the meat shine. It's not all the crap you can put on it. Let the meat shine and execute it right. And we got a banger of a brisket, I'm not gonna lie.
I know you do. And I just want to add to this, spoken like a true competitor of the barbecue circuit, because if you listen carefully, he gave you nothing on recipe. He was just being all subtle. I know how you operate. All right, so you also mentioned this, you do get it pretty creative, and you can see some of the creativity in the sides right now. I think the last time I went, you had Cheetos on one of the classic barbecue sides. Walk me through some of your sides.
Yeah, so right now we have, our hot Cheeto queso mac. It's literally just queso dip in pasta, and then we cover it with hot Cheetos, and it's a banger. It's people are like hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
it just works. It's a Mexican thing, and we love our hot Cheetos. So we did that. Right now we have our summer, which is like our Mason pickle pasta, and it's a really cool pasta dish that we do. It's cold, it's refreshing. If you love pickles, you'll love it. We got our famous corn pudding. It's a street corn pudding, so it's basically I tell people, if you get a Mexican street corn in a cup and cornbread had a baby, this is what you would have. So it's sweet, salty, savory, so good. It's been one of our signature ones since day one.
And I know another big thing at Burnt Bean is your famous Sunday brunch. I'm literally looking at what I want to say is some sort of major smoked meat breakfast sandwich on a croissant. Tell me about that.
That's our famous Blue October. I named it after one of my favorite brands, and it's pure decadence. It's a buttery, warm croissant. It's got a jalapeno. It's got a candied jalapeno cream cheese on the bottom.
Okay.
A slice of fatty, a fried egg, and strawberry jam. It's straight up sweet, salty, savory, peppery. It'll hit all your savory. It's crazy, dude. A lot of people love it, and it's one of our top sellers. It's our signature sandwich for breakfast.
Now, I also happen to know on good authority, mine, that you make one mean burger. Tell me about this burger.
So it's our red onion burger. I should name it something different than that, because it's not even red onions. It's just yellow onions, but it's red inside. What I wanted to do is make a smoked burger on the grill, but At the same time, I wanted to include the smash burger, right? Everybody's doing smash burgers, but we're not doing that. It's the My Artifact that we have, that nice crusty on top, and it's a riff off of Oklahoma, but it's a patty. I love, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a smash burger, but just an old school third pound burger guy. It's got to have some substance, and we came up with this burger, and it's a banger. It took me about a year and a half to finally get it right, from the grind to the meat ratio of fat to the right pickles to the sauce that we put on it to the bun, and then we serve with our homemade fries, and it's a banger, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those that thing sticks out like a sore thumb, and people get pissed because they're like, I'm supposed to be here for the barbecue, but I want the burger as well. And it's really, really, really good.
That kind of takes me to the last thing I want to talk about, time. You spent 18 months on this burger. You've been at the restaurant since 2:30 a.m. getting ready for your next service. You are not a young man. You have been cooking for many, many years. What does it feel like getting the #1 spot for Texas Monthly's barbecue list now at this point in your life?
Oh, I tell people this. I always remember my first top 50 magazine. I was at HEB when I got it, and I don't know how old I was, and I was like, man, that'd be cool if one day I could, be on this magazine and open a restaurant, because that was the end game. And I just, I always tell people I just need 3 bad dudes to come with me and believe in my dream, and that was what we were gunning for. We had 2021. We just opened in 2020. 2021 came out with the list, and we came out number 4, but our whole focus was on 2025. We were really shooting for it, and I'll tell you one thing, for this 46-year-old guy, man, it's been a blessing, and not only that, a dream come true, because it's like, I don't know how to compare it other than if you won the Super Bowl or you worked your whole life for this one moment, and you got it. And that's the crazy part. And it's not one of these, I tell people I used to do competition barbecue, but it's not one of these things that I'll get it next year, or I'll try it next year. No, it's every 4 years, you know what I mean? So to get it for the first, to be #1 for 4 years, I will take it, and I will run with it. I'll enjoy this beautiful view on top of this mountain.
Man, amen to that. Ernest Servantes, Burnt Bean Company, #1 barbecue spot in the state of Texas, which technically means the world. Thanks so much for being here.
No problem.
You can count on one hand how many months this hot new barbecue trailer has been open, but it's not surprising word has gotten out, because the barbecue at Parish mixes the flavors of Louisiana, where Chef Pitmaster Holden Fulco is from, with the Texas trinity of brisket, sausage, and ribs, plus a whole lot more. Holden, great to have you here, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
All right, so Parish Barbecue, already doing things different over there, but it's my first time. What are 3 must-have dishes?
Definitely going to be the full duck for sure. That's probably our heaviest hitter, our house-cured ham, and our crawfish cornbread dressing. Those are 3 things you can't get on the menu anywhere else. And then if you want all of them and you have a couple friends with you, the lanyap tray is a great way to try kind of everything we do, and maybe need a really long nap afterward.
Okay, and that pretty much just sums it up right there. So the lanyap tray, first of all, lanyap, what is the origin of that word? I could take a guess, but I feel like you might have a better story.
Yeah, it's a Cajun French word, down there in South Louisiana. It basically just means a little something extra. I could have said we have a family tray for X amount of people or whatever, and named it, something easy, but I wanted to do something a little different, name it something kind of fun. And it is kind of fun talking to people that order it, because half of the people have no idea how to say that.
Kind of like me. I struggled as well. Lanyap, everybody. Lanyap. Lanyap.
Yeah.
So walk me through your brisket, ribs, sausage.
Yeah.
Obviously, you learned from some of the best guys out there like Interstellar, but what are you doing? What's your spin on the smoked meat game?
So I would say the brisket's probably the most traditional thing we do, but everything we do, number one, we cook over hickory. That's something that sets us apart. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're the only people in Central Texas cooking on hickory. We get it from Chief Firewood. I know I'm his only hickory customer. It puts a little different flavor on the meat. It's a little smokier than post oak. It's kind of what I grew up with. And then we slather all of our brisket and our ribs with Louisiana hot sauce instead of the traditional, yellow mustard that you'll probably get for most places.
Okay.
And then otherwise it's pretty simple: salt, pepper, but we do put Cajun seasoning on those, sort of like our version of seasoned salt that a lot of places put on there. And then the brisket gets a little bit of beef bouillon as well, which kind of amps up that umami factor. And then the pork ribs, we put a Steen's cane syrup glaze on them.
Okay.
And that's a traditional syrup that's made in South Louisiana, that's made by cooking down cane juice from sugar cane that's Louisiana grown. So it's a sort of like a lighter molasses. It's got a kind of a slightly bitter, flavor, but it's not nearly as bitter as like blackstrap molasses. It's got kind of a interesting earthy character to it. So we kind of finish the ribs with that, so they'll have a little sweetness to them.
I'm assuming a guy from Louisiana is going to have a little boudin on the menu.
Absolutely. Every week, we've done brisket boudin. We've done we did a smoked lingua boudin for Cinco de Mayo. Last couple of weeks, we've done more traditional pork boudin with liver in it. We did a pepper jack one as well. So I'm kind of mixing it up. We're going to be doing some duck boudin and maybe even goose or rabbit boudin probably this fall.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, pretty amazing that you have a duck on the menu too. Now, I feel like the sides really do stand out and reflect the Louisiana culinary traditions. You've got this one side that, when I look at it, I swear to God, it looks like a scoop of potato salad with like chunks of crawfish in it. But I want to say it's not potato salad, but maybe something people have around Thanksgiving. Tell me about that side.
Yeah, crawfish cornbread dressing. It's our heavy hitter side. We sell out of it every single day. It's basically taking everything you love from a Thanksgiving dressing, or I guess if you're from up north, you might call it stuffing. Cornbread based. We make the cornbread, we crumble it up, and we basically make a cheese sauce as well. It's got cream, cheese. It's got tarragon in it, which I think goes really, really well with the seafood. And then, of course, all your Trinity veg. And we mix that with some heavy cream, and then we just pour it all over the crumbled up cornbread, mix it all up, and we cook it in the smoker. So it's sort of like a spoon bread, if you will, nice and moist. The flavor of the tarragon really comes through, and it goes really great, with a bite of rib or sausage. And we can't seem to make enough of it, so people love it.
I'm going to do everyone a big solid and just get right to it, because you are a classic barbecue trailer, so we got to fight the heat. Any advice on the best day time to come in? Because one thing about hitting a barbecue trailer, especially in Austin, Texas, in August, let alone half the year, is dealing with the heat. Any pro tips on a good time to come in and get into some of that lanyap?
We are open till 8 o'clock, actually. So, you can beat the heat if you want to come for dinner Thursday through Sunday. And we're actually going to be showing football games out here in the backyard this fall. So it'll be a great time to come. Thursday's a great day. It's not super busy. And believe it or not, our backyard that we have here is pretty well shaded. So we've got a canopy up that people can stand under while they're waiting to order. And we take all of our orders with a handheld. It's pretty fast, so people can get, they don't have to stand in line very long, and they can run inside and grab a cold beer.
Holden, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on what already has started to be an explosive run for you. Congrats.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Allie Clem holds the distinct pleasure of being one of 3 barbecue chefs to hold a Michelin star, the only woman and a member of the LGBTQ community. To say that she breaks barriers is a bit of an understatement. At her barbecue joint, La Barbecue, well, that was my first taste of Texas barbecue, so it's a special place in my heart. Allie Clem, thanks for being here.
Thank you, thank you. It's good to be here.
All right, I want to rewind back. Literally, it was 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, but I'm back, and it's my first time having La Barbecue. What should I get?
Well, you always get the brisket.
Okay.
But, you know, I guess in Texas, Central Texas, it's like the Texas Trinity, if you will.
Okay.
So you get the brisket, the pork ribs, and then sausage. And you're lucky because we do 3 or 4 sausages daily.
I feel like you've been doing some new stuff lately, like tri-tip. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so, well, we've had tri-tip kind of on the menu for a few years or so. And we do different things with it because it's kind of a versatile meat. You can season it with kind of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But my favorite go-to, I do a special blend of a spice that I do that it's like a rub. That actually I call my burger blend, but
Okay.
you can kind of put it on anything.
Okay.
And so I season it very heavy on these tri-tips, and I cook it about medium rare, just depending.
That's the thing. It's not like something like brisket that's low and slow cooked through.
Right.
It's more like a steak, right?
Right. I mean, that's just how I like my tri-tip. I mean,
Yeah.
people cook it all kinds of different ways, but
Yeah.
specifically to my taste, that's what I like.
My baseline for brisket was moist from La Barbecue, and you won a freaking Michelin star. Tell me about your brisket process, because I'm literally like looking at that going, that is freaking the whole point. This is why you flew to Austin, was that right there. Tell me about your brisket process.
So we do kind of a different, non-traditional, if you will. We're a hot and fast brisket. So a lot
Hot
of
and
people,
fast.
Yeah.
So not this whole 12-hour...
No.
No, really.
Right.
Really.
So we've gone back and forth through the years, but that's how I learned. I learned from John Miller, and he did a hot and fast brisket as well as his family. So that's just how I learned. Well, we did low and slow for a little bit, thinking that it would be better, but then I just kind of went back to my roots, and I was like, man, you know, this is. So I kind of like took a little bit of the hot and fast and low and slow method, and I came up with about a 6-hour brisket, 6.5-hour brisket.
So there must be something pretty amazing, because brisket is so challenging. It's a tough muscle.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow you managed to speed up the process.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, it honestly started when, when 2020 hit in the pandemic, and I had to furlough a few of my people, and I was the only brisket cook back there.
Yeah.
Well, I was also working the front lines as well. So I really just kind of didn't have time for it. And I was like, man, I'm just going to go back to it. And we'd kind of been knocking off some hours as we went, and I just kind of ripped the Band-Aid off, and I was like, this is how it is.
Seriously? I will say this, 2020 was the year that I first got an Instant Pot, so I don't know if there's a correlation there. But that is pretty amazing, literally halving the cooking time. All right, now, this sandwich apparently gets a little bit of a chuckle when people order. Tell me about this one.
So we like to have fun with a few tongue-in-cheek type things.
Okay.
I mean, we're in the restaurant industry, right?
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
So it gets fun. So so let me just start off with what it is, right?
Okay.
So it's a chopped beef sandwich, but
Right.
just to make it like extra, we put chili on it. And instead of a sloppy Joe, which it's not, we called it a sloppy hoe.
A sloppy hoe. Well, I gotta tell you, that is one decadent hoe right there. You know what I mean?
My God.
I'm making googly eyes at that hoe. I really am. It's just so crazy. Chopped beef and brisket. These are pictures of food that simultaneously makes me hungry and full at the same time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just looking at that makes me want to my stomach is already full. It is,
Okay.
and it's incredible. We sell a ton of them for the brave that want to say it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm brave too. Now, I gotta tell you, I saw this dish, and I've been coming to La Barbecue for a decade.
Right.
And I have seen, certainly since 2020, just some newer stuff popping up there.
Right.
But I love this sandwich, and I remember when you texted this to me, I was like, is that a friggin' pork chop? I mean, I was like, that has so much promise. Tell me about that one.
So, I love pork chops. They're one
Yeah.
of my favorites, of course. And when done properly, they can be nice and juicy and tender. I actually was putting some of them on for my specials because I love to do specials. It's like, it fuels my creativity in the restaurant. And I ordered this case of pork chops and it came in and they were like those really nice breakfast pork chops, if you will, like the thin ones. And I was like, well, what do I do with these? And so I buttermilk brine them with our jalapeno juice and our pickle juice. Just let them sit overnight real quick, and it really tenderizes them and makes them, just almost fall apart. So after that, I just drain the buttermilk off of them and I season them again with a special blend that I have, and then I flat top them.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're nice
so
and crispy,
cool.
but also very tender on the inside and juicy. And then we put a very healthy portion of horseradish mayonnaise on there, pickles and onions.
I would say congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
Congratulations on really all the success. And, you've gone through a lot, and it's just great to have known you for 10 years and really excited to see
it's been a long time.
I know, we've known each other for a bit. We know each other a bit. Allie Clem, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, of course.
Yeah. If you like watching these Best Eats Austin clips, you can see a whole lot more by downloading the KXAN Plus app for your smart TV, Roku, or Fire Stick. Go check it out and see all of our Best Eats Austin episodes and a whole lot more.